Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for subscribing, and for those of you who have not subscribed, kindly go to the subscription button and join us. Now, I'm loving the comments that I am getting from the fans. I'm really encouraged by your comments, and today I've prepared a very short concept on the equation of a circle, and I believe those of you who had requested me to prepare on this, you will enjoy the lesson and you'll also learn something. Now, as I've said, today I want us to briefly share on the equation of a circle. And when we talk about the equation of a circle, we basically consider two types of circles. A circle that has been drawn at the origin, that is at the center of the Cartesian plane, and a circle that is drawn outside the center of the Cartesian plane. And I will want to start with a circle that has been drawn at the center of the Cartesian plane, that is at the origin. So if this is your Cartesian plane, there could be a circle drawn such that the center of this circle is at the point 0, 0, and this particular circle will have a special feature in the sense that if we were to determine a radius whereby from the center and we try to follow any line to the circumference that gives us the radius, either to the x-axis or to the y-axis, will enable us to determine the actual radius of the circle. Now, I want to determine a point here. Let's call it a point A. This point A can be represented by a coordinate of x values and y values. Now, we can join that point A to the center of the circle through a straight line, and consequently make a right-angled triangle at point A with the x-axis, such that from the center of the circle, that is the origin, to this point here, we can have it as x1. Now, that being x1, then basically this point A will have the first value of the coordinate being x1. Now, we can also determine this particular point A in terms of y value, and if we take that to be our value y there, basically this point will be our y value. And if this is y1, that becomes y1. Therefore, you realize that this line from the center all the way to point A is equivalent to our radius. And that is the line that I want us to use. Now, when we extract this particular triangle here, we realize that we end up with a right-angled triangle whereby the value of this point here is actually x, and this value here is actually y units. And therefore, it follows that when we use the Pythagoras theorem, we can easily get our r. Now, remember the change or the distance from the origin to x1 is simply x minus 0, while that of 0 to y1 is simply y minus 0. Now, when you apply the Pythagoras theorem, that is x minus 0 squared, and then we add y minus 0 squared, this should give us our radius squared. That is a very simple equation of a line when the line is drawn at the origin. We can simplify this and say that x squared plus y squared is equal to r. Now, this is a very important equation when the circle is drawn with the center at the origin. So here the center of the circle, the center is at the origin. And basically we use that particular equation. Now we have the second situation whereby the circle is drawn outside the center of the two Cartesian plane, that is the origin. For example, we can have our Cartesian plane, that is x and y axis, and our circle is drawn at a point in such particular region. In such a case, if that is our center, then we can determine reliably that particular point by the use of the x and y coordinates. Assuming this is point A and that is point B, then our center therefore will be represented by A and B in terms of coordinate. So in such a case, if we were to determine the equation of such a circle, then we will, I will say that the value of x minus a squared plus b minus y minus b squared is equal to r squared. Now, we need to expand these particular terms for us to come up with the right equation of this circle. So when the first part is expanded, we end up with x squared plus 2ax plus minus 2x minus 2x plus a squared. When the other part is expanded, we end up with y squared minus 2by plus b squared is equals to r squared. Now, this can be simplified as follows: x squared minus 2ax plus y squared minus 2by plus a squared plus b squared is equals to r squared. Now, this is the equation of a circle when the circle is drawn at any other point apart from the center of a circle. Now, I want us to do one simple example to illustrate how this can be done. For example, when you're given a situation where the center of a circle is at 2, 3, and you are told that the radius of this circle is 5 units, is it possible for us to determine the equation of such a circle? Yes, it's very possible, by simply looking at the center, and we realize that the center is actually at 2, 3, and therefore this is not the origin. So basically what we do, we apply the second method, where we say x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equals to 5 squared. And then we expand these terms so that in the first case we have x squared minus 4x plus 4 plus y squared minus 6y plus 9 is equals to 25. So we can simplify this further by saying this is x squared minus 4x plus y squared minus 6y is equals to 25 minus 9 minus 4. So we can simplify the right hand side as follows. So x squared minus 4x plus y squared minus 6y is equals to 25 minus 13, which is 12. So this becomes the equation of a circle whose center is at the point 2, 3 and has a radius of 5 units. So thank you so much. That is the question one of you had asked. So kindly continue sharing these particular concepts. And for those of you who have not subscribed, kindly go to the subscribe button and make sure you subscribe. Thank you.